things I did during my breakup that did not help me move on. I clung on to hope. I clung on to hope, thinking that she'll take me back. Clung on to hope that maybe if I did enough work inside, that she'll see it and she'll take me back. Holding on to that hope is almost like developing an overly emotional attachment to that person when they're not even there. When they're not there, it's super painful for the person that's still holding on to that person when the other partner is actively letting them go. So that comes with the next point is acceptance. Accepting that, this person may not ever come into your life again. Accepting the fact that odds are they're not going to choose you again, or that there's going to be no hope for the relationship. Accepting that the reality of the situation instead of living in a false reality. A lot of us, they go through breakups, especially myself. I felt like I was still in a relationship with that person for the next 4 weeks after. It wasn't up until recently where I started to really, really understand that, like, oh wow, we're broken up. And a lot of these things, they just needed more clarity and more time to process and think about it. But at the same time, I am a firm believer that, like, people change. And if you didn't value me and if you thought life would be better without me, then you have to sit in that decision and you have to live in it. You have to live with the absence and the benefit without me. And that's what a lot of people got to understand, and just know your worth as a person. If your boyfriend or if your girlfriend broke up with you and and they left you, and then you're sitting there hoping that they're the one, you're sitting there telling yourself that, oh, that's my person, I can't see myself with nobody else, you are lowering your own self-esteem by that. Because once you acknowledge your own worth, you start to realize that, hey, if they saw your worth, they would never leave. And the fact that you stayed hopeful for so long, despite the pain, despite all that torment, when you got broken up with, that's just a testimony of how much you cared for the relationship. And that was a real testimony to show myself, like, how much I really cared about the relationship, because I fought tooth and nail. I fought hard for it. I went through so much pain holding on to it. And it's because I didn't want to see it go. But at the end of the day, if that other person never chooses you, if they don't want to rebuild and reconnect, then you have to accept that and you have to just move on with your life. It sucks to say, it's not what you want to hear, right? We all want to have that hopeful thought, like, oh, maybe one day, maybe one day. But if you hold on to that idea, it'll cause you more pain, speaking from experience. Good luck.